Good morning. Good morning. For your table. Oh, Papa, you stink. And I'm gonna have to change it before we go. I'm gonna have to change it before we go. Yeah. One look. Okay, just put your sweater on. Wait, hopefully there's not a lot of traffic. Let's go. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. We're in the car. Hopefully there's not a lot of traffic. We got everything packed up. It literally takes us so long to get into the car and get ready to go because there's so many things we have to get ready. Make sure that he has everything, his bag, my bags, my lunch bag, my workout stuff, because I do have Pilates after work. And yeah, let's do this. So this is us going to work on a day that we have already, bless you Papa, we have already woken up. Well, I have already woken up at 12 to feed him. Well, at 9, because he goes to sleep at 7. At 9 he woke up, at 12 a.m. and at 4 a.m. 4 a.m. was the hardest last night because he just did not want to go back to sleep. I typically wake up at 5:30, so you already know I was already up. So I've been up since 4 a.m. I couldn't go back to sleep just because I had to put him back to sleep. He was giving me a hard time to go back to sleep. It took him almost like an hour. By the time he wanted to go to sleep, which was 5 a.m., 5-ish in the morning, it was already time for me to get up. So yeah, that's my morning so far. It's back there. Hi Papa, I see you. I see him through the mirror. I see you Papa. You look so handsome in that blue set. Yeah. I'm like praying that he doesn't go off because he normally has his milk before leaving the house. And I normally change his soiled diaper before leaving the house. But today, things are a little bit different. He didn't get to soil his diaper until it was time for us to leave the house. And he refused his bottle this morning. So I'm like hoping and praying that he maintains this calm. Right, Papa? Right, honey? You like your toys? We bought him like this little dangle thingy to try to like entertain him. It didn't work last time, but it seems like it's working now. I'm not mad at it. Here it goes, the traffic. I know, Papa, we're almost there. We're almost there. Yeah, you're doing so well. You're doing so well. Papa, you did a good job. You did a good job. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Lo pusimos en el car seat arriba.
Ajá.
En la casa. No cuando. Pero eso es un show, porque dime, entonces tenemos que subir el car seat para arriba todos los días.
Bueno. ¿Tú sabes qué te iba a decir? Porque si vas a la tienda, que se fueran los 3, pero tú no te sientes atrás con él. A ver. Para que se acostumbre.
Bye, Papa. Bye, Papa.
I see you. Happy amazing to you.
Happy 3 months.
Mwah.
Okay, we're here. Let's get situated. Stuff. Get on the computer. I'm going to do the Build a Silly Monster sentence game today with one of my groups. And then with my other group, I'm going to switch it up. But for that, I have to do a little bit more prepping, which I'm going to do a little bit later on. I have to print some stuff and laminate some stuff. So let me just prepare for this group. I try to incorporate handwriting with sensory motor activities, and I'll show you how. Basically through an obstacle course. They enjoy that a lot. It gives them a chance to move their bodies, which a lot of them really seek throughout the day. But we are also targeting their handwriting goals. Sometimes just sitting down on a table and writing gets redundant and boring for them, so I try to make it a little bit more engaging and fun. Yeah, so let's see, what else do I need? I need my board, and I think I'm gonna have maybe throw a ball. The idea is they're going to choose one card from each pile, form the sentence. I'm going to write it on the board with some mistakes. They have to identify what the mistakes are, and they're going to correct it at the end of the obstacle course. So I will have them bear crawl, jump on the trampoline, hula hoop, and then come to the board and correct one of the mistakes. So the idea is that we are reviewing and targeting handwriting rules, which they tend to forget, even though we've been doing it for years. And we're also targeting heavy work, sensory motor activity, through a sensory motor activity, and through the obstacle course, which in whole allows them to self-regulate and facilitates that self-regulation skill. It also it fulfills their need to move when you do something like that, and then transition over to a tabletop activity. So I try to start my sessions with a sensory motor task, and then towards the end we end with a tabletop activity. And for some kids, you will see the difference in their behavior. They may be the typical antsy, restless type of child, and once you give them the opportunity to move and you give them the heavy work, when they transition to a tabletop task, you can see a calmer demeanor and more of attention to the task being shown. So after we do the obstacle course, I'm going to have them copy now the sentence from the board on a piece of paper, also keeping in mind to follow the writing rules. And this is the activity. Basically, they have to choose. I will obviously be seeing a group, and even if I wasn't seeing them in a group, if I was seeing them individually, I would just play with them. I am gonna have them pick a who, what, and where card. This will build the sentence. We will read it and go from there.
It's a Silly Monster sentence game. Yeah, we're gonna play that. Hopefully Ryan already have pregnant. Yeah, she is. She's having a baby. Just like me. Yeah, just came back from having a baby. And guess what? My baby's 3 months today already. It's a boy. Yeah, he's a boy. She took a where card. Can you take another card? Which for that one? What card? Okay. It's that who card. Awesome. Flip it over. Put it together. What does the sentence read? Alright, so we have 3 mistakes. Can somebody help me identify the mistake? Uppercase. Yes, the N is to be uppercase. Good job. What's the next mistake? We need to put a finger space. We need to put a finger space in between our words. What's the next mistake? The P. Hey, what's wrong with it? There is no lowercase, uppercase. Yeah, it's uppercase. Is that correct? No. Option B. Lowercase. Lowercase. How do you know when it's lowercase? P. If P is lowercase, cut in the lowercase letter. Yeah, but how do you know that it's lowercase? Because uppercase P and lowercase p look the same, right? Uppercase P, lowercase p, they look the same. Yep, yeah. How do we know when it's lowercase? It's with line L. The line needs to fall underneath, right? The P needs to fall underneath the baseline. Uppercase P and lowercase p look the same. The only way we know the difference is if we write it properly on the line. So that looks like an uppercase P, but it's supposed to be a lowercase. So we have to bring the P down below the baseline. Because for the obstacle part, you're going to bear crawl. Do you remember how to bear crawl? Yeah. Okay. You're going to bear crawl on your hands and feet. Bear crawl. You're going to jump 10 times. You're going to hula hoop. What? Yeah, I don't even know how to hula hoop, but me too. We can all just try. Hula hoop. Okay, right? And then you're going to come to the board. 10 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. That looks like a really good uppercase M. I am David. Oh, something broke. That's okay. Keep going. Alright, go ahead, copy your sentence.
There's my bird. Looks great. Love it. I just got back from doing a session in the classroom. We call that a push-in. I pushed in for a few students actually. And it was actually very successful. I wish you guys could have came along, but of course, you know, HIPAA, I don't want to show that side. There's other students involved. Don't want to do that. So yeah, it was very successful. These kids are doing amazing. I'm so proud of them. I had to take in a putty to regulate one of my students after he did a task, a writing task, which actually he did really well in. So first with that one, I actually started doing like a manual massage type of thing, deep pressure, providing him with that proprioceptive input. He really enjoys that. I have shown before on Instagram how I do that with a ball by rubbing it against their back while they lay down on the mat. But this time around, I didn't use the ball. I just used my hands. So I just squeezed his arms and his legs and tapped them up and down several times. I let him know as I was doing it that we were doing that to get his arms and legs ready to work. And then we sat down. I asked him, "Are you ready?" He said yes. We sat down. He put on his shoes, which he had his shoes off. After that, he put on his shoes without me asking him to. I was like, what? He put on his shoes and he was getting himself ready to work. Amazing. Grabbed his pencil. I helped him writing the sentence by writing the word in highlighter because he doesn't know how to spell yet. We're talking about a first grader here. And he traced it and then he was able to write the rest of the words as I dictated it to him. After doing all that work, he was still antsy and restless, so he didn't seem that he wanted any more deep pressure or anything like that, but I can tell that he needed something to fidget with. So I went and I grabbed the putty. He enjoys this a lot. This has resistance. It's like Play-Doh, but it just has more resistance to it. So as you can see, I'm really pulling right now, and it's kind of hard to pull. I put things inside of this so that it gives him something to work for, basically. So as you pull it, and you take out the item that's inside. Sometimes I put beads. It depends on the child. If it's a child that tends to mouth things, I wouldn't put beads because, you know, it's dangerous. They can swallow it and choke. But yeah, that was one session. That was one push-in. The other ones, for the other students, we worked on the same worksheet, but they didn't require that self-regulation piece. They were already regulated and ready to work. So that was that. Okay, so I have already done, let me see here, 4 sessions. I've already done 4 sessions. I have 3 more to go. And then after that, I will be on my computer a lot because we have IEPs due. I have 2 IEPs to do, which are individualized education plans, which is where we provide those students progress, their limitations or current level of functioning, and their mandate, which is what we recommend they should receive as far as services. So there needs to be a note put in for each child that I see in a day. Not per each session, but for each child. So it's a lot, especially because I have a lot of group sessions. So let's say if I have 7 to 8 sessions a day, groups of 3, just imagine how many notes I have to write in a day. This was a pattern you were supposed to do. Is it the same? Yes, it's the same. Good job. All right.
4. Oh, now you're gonna do this one. So remove it. Okay, this is like a hard one. That's a level 4, so it goes up in difficulty.
Okay, I am changed and ready to go to Pilates. This is what I'm wearing today. Something simple that I picked out really quick this morning because I didn't have time. This is it. I have Pilates from 5 to 6 today, and it's a 1.5 class, and that's the only time they had it. It's really tough now that I have the baby and I have to pick him up and all of that stuff to make it to certain sessions. So I have to just do what I have to do. So I have this gap. I have to wait for the 5 o'clock class. So it is what it is. This is what I am wearing. And yeah, let's go. Until the very end, he started to get wine, putting him in the car seat upstairs. Like, oh, I haven't seen you in a while. And he's just up. Last night he woke up at 4 a.m. and he didn't want to go back to sleep. He didn't go back to sleep until it was time for me to wake up. Okay, since we're killing time, I am trying to be productive. So we're going to stop at Trader Joe's, pick up some items I am missing, and then we'll go to Pilates. Okay, I just got here. I'm a few minutes early, like I like to be. So I'm waiting in my car for a second. I have to change into my grippy socks. But I'm going to ask them if I can record. I've never recorded in there. I'm going to ask them And if they say okay, then you guys will get it to see. But if not, then use your imagination. Sorry.
What you doing?
No! Papa! Wake up, Papa! Mira. Hello. Preston. Preston. Wakey, wakey. This little boy. Mira cómo levanta la cabeza, mami. Papá, tú pareces un borracho. Vamos. Hi, Papa. Okay, here we go again. No crying, Papa. We're almost home. Just a few more minutes. No, you were doing so well. We only have 7 minutes, Papa. Oh, almost did it, Papa. Papa, we're almost home. And I'll shower you, give you milk, and then it's bedtime. You can go back to sleep. So the problem today is that he was already falling asleep when I went to go get him. Yeah, that's the issue. Only 5 minutes left. Wait a minute, I gotta make sure this water is good for you. Okay? That's a boy. Yeah, like it up for shower time. Shower time. Just clean the booty. Clean the booty. Because you just had a big one. You just did a big one, Papa. You gotta clean the booty. Yes, we do. In the armpit. Up, 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 up. Thank you. Let's get to it. We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay. Lo hicimos. We did it. You're looking at the camera. You're too smart. You're a smart boy. You're looking at the camera. Yeah. Say, it's my bedtime routine. That's my bedtime routine. Let's go get dressed. Yes. Way past your bedtime. But I guess what you say goes, huh, Papa? What you say goes. Cried all the way home. showered, ate, burped, and you just want to play at 8 p.m. Not cool. Not cool for mommy. Taken away from my me time. Mommy, what are you talking about? You have no me time. You're a mom now. Me time is limited.